Hi guys, hope you all are having a fantastic day. Let us begin with our today's video.
Hey, hi Vineeth. Hope you are having a great day.
Hi Pawan. Yeah, my day is great. I hope your day is awesome. Thanks for asking.
Yeah, same here. Welcome to our YouTube channel, Vineeth, and thank you so much for accepting our invite. Okay, and being our guest speaker. And yeah, before moving forward, can you please introduce yourself to the audience so that they will understand you and your background better?
Yeah, first of all, thanks for inviting to your channel, Pawan. Thanks for doing that. Uh, to the audience, yeah, my name is Vineeth. I'm a graduate from 𝗳𝗶𝗿𝘀𝘀 in Kanchipuram in 2019 in MEC background. Uh, so after 2019, after my graduation, I took a break for my GATE preparation. So I had prepared and I had given the exam, but there has been a lot of things. Then COVID happened, and a
Yeah,
lot
yeah,
of
obviously.
things got changed. Not only like I think whole world has got that transition. So that's when I was in dilemma, and when I was looking back, one of my friends suggested about this 10x boot camp, and he said, "Hey, you already do have interest in towards coding. Why don't you try out this?" So
Mhm.
that's when I got into this 10x Academy, this personalized thing, and obviously there would be kind of questions like whether I'm suitable or not. But yeah, I went through that
Mhm.
programming, and after the boot camp sessions, I got placed in McAfee Software Engineering, the antivirus company,
Mhm.
and currently I'm working as software developer in McAfee. I'm working on a lot of real-time uh, queries on the the antivirus thing.
Mhm.
On my tech stack includes on Golang, EKS,
Mhm.
basically on AWS,
Mhm.
Kubernetes, everything.
Okay, that's really great. That's great to know. Um, we have a second question that we have been asked. A lot of people are asking this kind of question that a lot of people, majority of the people, they don't know exactly about 1:2 personalized fellowship that you went through, like the similar that you went through, and what are its benefits? And can you please enlighten us on that? Like what exactly is 1:2 fellowship, personalized fellowship program?
Yeah, most of the boot camps, what they would do or any kind of course you went through,
Mhm.
there will be bunch of people, and they will be given some course materials, or they will be giving you some practice sessions,
Mhm.
and you'll be doing that, and they will give you reviews over like kind of week. It's kind of generalized thing,
Mhm.
but the people are very different. My kind of understanding is different compared to yourself, and
Right.
maybe we are like our own understanding things is different.
Mhm.
So this 1 to 2 personalized mentorship is like, for every 2 students they have one mentor. They will be guiding you through the like whatever, maybe you have any kind of doubts, or any uh, any code reviews they want to
Mhm.
do, or anything. It's kind of personalized rather than applying it the general structure onto you. It's like
Mhm.
customized for you. And we have some notions, right? Even when a bunch of 40 people are there, and you
Mhm.
have a silly doubt, and you cannot
Yeah.
express that. So this is
Right.
where 1 to 2 helps you. Since they know you, the programming, or they know you, they will
Mhm.
guide you in a better way.
Yeah.
In
Right.
short, this is what I can say about 1 to 2 personalship in a simpler words.
Yeah, right. So, what I understand by your explanation, I think 1:2 is very specialized, right? Because yeah, because the content and everything, the questions that you can ask and everything, that is very specific, right? And that is what helps, right? A lot.
Exactly, that's what my point is. Suppose you and take example of you and me are sitting in the same class. My
Mhm.
level of understanding is different,
Right.
so you might be understanding things very faster than
Mhm.
me. So this is where the teachers or the mentors come in. They'll pitch you,
Mhm.
so the pace of learning will be different,
Mhm.
so they will be designing the curriculum or anything according to my needs instead of going through the generalized thing.
Mhm.
And even the assignments or the to get you learn, those
Mhm.
things will be customized to your needs rather than making it generalized, so that you will be able to learn in your own space of time with your
Mhm.
own guidance from your mentors.
Yeah, right, right. Very good. Great. So, we have been hearing this from our childhood that you learn by doing, right? And I've heard that this boot camp, these boot camp, 1:2 boot camp offers a great opportunity by actually doing hands-on coding and practice and building web applications, right? Like projects or something like that. Like, can you
Yes.
explain about that? Like, what happened exactly in that 1:2 boot camp?
Yeah, sure.
Mhm.
Uh, I think you have mentioned the right point. Learn by
Mhm.
doing. Yes,
Yeah.
that is most needed in the real time rather than the conventional method. to be like you will be learning some things, and at
Mhm.
the end you have an exam, and then you know what, you'll dump in
Mhm.
it. But
Right.
that is one kind of learning where you have to remember everything. But
Mhm.
when you do it on the live session, that
Mhm.
imprints in your brain, and that will
Mhm.
be more effective on you. Coming to the program which I went through,
Mhm.
it's like kind of it's a rigorous camp.
Mhm.
It's for 6 months. So initially they taught me on data structures, and
Mhm.
assume the person like me from with no coding background, that
Mhm.
too nowhere related to the something called as all this syntax and all these things.
Yeah,
You
right.
might be knowing what the difficulty is.
Yeah, right.
So so this is where they came in, and initially they started from fundamentals, and
Mhm.
they taught you the all the basic ingredients which you need, like data structures, algorithms. Then then we had one real time project
Mhm.
involving using the all the tech stacks that was
Yeah.
taught in the boot camp.
Mhm.
uh, we did some kind of project similar to a photo sharing application.
Okay.
And not only doing that, we have been they taught us to how to deploy it and use it in real time,
Real
not
time.
just giving a demo or something like
Mhm.
that. it's
Right.
it's,
Yeah.
it's kind of usable.
Right. Right.
uh,
Okay. Mhm. Yeah, great. And one more question I have actually, like you mentioned about personalized learning, right? Because everyone has their own pace, right? At which they learn and at which they understand some things, right? So, what role has personalized learning with the help of this 1:2 mentoring program has helped you, and like what impact did you find about that?
yeah, sure. uh, First thing, the mentors which there are in bootcamp are like they're industry experts, not
Mhm.
just someone who are like conventional professors or something. Those are industry experts. So when you have people like that, you will get some advantage over what the methods are practiced in industry.
Mhm.
uh, like say it as a clean code thing or
Mhm.
code reviews over there. So when you have these things, and people like me or anyone who doesn't know any coding, or writing a code is different, and making it usable and scalability, and these things
Mhm.
are separate things,
Right. Yeah.
which you uh, in this 1 to 2 personalized system, you will be having daily regular code reviews, regular
Mhm.
thing. So by that way, even if
Mhm.
you are stuck at anything, or while you are debugging it, these kind of techniques will be taught to you.
Mhm.
And kind of they will guide you, and the pace which you are going. These things are something customized for me, so they
Right.
will know better
Mhm.
way. The daily interaction will be happening.
Right.
This is where they can help you in understanding, and it is benefit for you also, because since
Mhm.
you get to know like from a people from their standards and
Mhm.
giving this thing, that will be obviously helpful for you. Not just for that bootcamp, I hope it will be helpful for your entire career.
Yeah, right. Obviously, that is one thing that we should take care of, right? And like the next thing, the next question that I have is like, what is the difference between like 1:2 fellowship and a cohort-based boot camp? Like you mentioned, right? This there is a lot of difference. So, like, what difference did you find?
First difference is number the content which they are
Mhm.
delivering.
The
uh,
personalized content.
Personalized content,
Yeah, right.
even though it's the same in their thing, but
Mhm.
it is catered to you according to your needs,
Your needs.
or exactly to say the your kind of pace of learning, or uh, your things ability to grasp.
Mhm.
And you will get more interaction with the industry experts,
Right. Yeah.
uh, whom we call as mentors.
Mhm.
This is where, and uh, suppose in a conventional bootcamp, uh, I think you might get the code reviews or anything weekly basis. But
Mhm.
whereas in personalized thing, you will happen to meet your mentors
Mhm.
regularly, every on
Mhm.
daily basis. And
Right.
uh, even if you make any correction, or if you want any, even though you might be feeling this might be a silly doubt to ask in bootcamp, but
Ah,
we're here, you can feel,
directly
since
ask.
it's a
Mhm.
kind of closed circle, you can ask anything. Even if you
Mhm.
don't know anything, you can ask
Right.
twice, thrice, any times, instead
Yeah,
of,
right.
if it is like a 40 members boot camp, or like
Mhm.
some x numbers, you really you always feel shy to ask these
Yeah,
things.
right.
This is one good thing. And the code reviews will be happening daily.
Mhm.
They will teach you what are the standards, or where you are making mistakes.
Mistakes. Right.
And there will be kind of mock interviews daily
Mhm.
happening, so that uh, most of the people will be having achieving the things and learning the things is one thing, and the communication skills and how you present yourself in
Right.
interview is one more
Right.
very
That
big
is very
challenge.
important. Mhm.
That is where this 1 to 2 personalized bootcamp will really help you.
Right. Right.
And even other certain things on
Mhm.
or how to present your things on resume, these
Mhm.
things from coming from the industry experts who will hire
Mhm.
in their companies, it's kind of like a win-win situation for you. So that's a uh, these are the main uh,
Things that help. Yeah.
differences, yeah, between the
Yeah.
conventional and the personalized bootcamp.
What I feel, what I understand from this is that like the mentor who will be teaching us is like a friend, right? We can ask any doubts to
Yes.
them. We can ask
Mhm.
anything. We can ask for recommendations. Like I think even referral or some things like that can also work, right? In that case.
Yes, it happened for me also.
Mhm.
Like one of my mentor, he referred me to a lot of companies since he
Okay.
had many things. So
Yeah.
I think you mentioned the right point. Even you get the advantage
Yeah.
of
Obviously.
that.
Definitely, definitely right. Like, and the next question that I have is like, what things should be taken care of in the first or second month? Because like there are a lot of people who are from non-technical background, right? So suppose you were from a mechanical background and you didn't know lot about IT, right? So like, what are the things that we should be taking care of? Like, if you are a non-technical back from a non-IT background, so to say. So like in the first few months, what should we take care of, and how to deal with mentors and instructors? So like, can you tell us about that?
Yeah, sure. It's kind of there is nothing to do with your background, like which I learned very late. So it's kind of it's always all the thing that matters is your hard work. You
Mhm.
have to be very attentive to the mentors or what they're teaching. At
Mhm.
any point of time you are not able to understand,
Mhm.
please like ask, since it is a personalized thing.
Mhm.
You can ask them anytime, anywhere you want. And the kind of the assignments or
Mhm.
what they are giving, you have to follow them very regularly. Uh, if you stick to the plan of your personalized mentors, what he's suggesting, that
Mhm.
is more than enough, what I feel. Even though you are from, since they started from the basic fundamentals, you don't have to
Mhm.
worry about that you are not from a non-tech background, or
Mhm.
you that is something alien to you. There is no such thing as that. So if you stick to the plan of your mentors, and if you definitely work hard, the things will be very easy for you.
Yeah,
This
right.
is what I
Absolutely.
can suggest.
Yeah, right. Because you just mentioned that even if someone is from non-technical, non-IT background, still they can complete this course, right? Because like you understood it very late. You just mentioned that, right? Because a lot of people get disheartened that all their friends are get like all the friends from IT background are getting placed into huge big companies like product-based companies, and they themselves are not able to like catch up with their pace, right? Because yeah, I mean, yeah, that happens, right? So like this is like this will help a lot of people. A lot of viewers will get inspired definitely from this video, and they might start preparing. They might enroll for some 1:2 courses and everything, right? So and one more thing I wanted to add up over here, you just mentioned about code reviews and clean codes, right? So like, can you explain like what this exactly means to the audience so that it will be beneficial?
Yeah, sure. First of all, coming to your non-tech thing, so
Mhm.
there is absolutely nothing to worry about, not to worry about why you're from different background. It,
Mhm.
it it doesn't matter at all. If you have a right set of skills,
Mhm.
and if you are able to do the job, nobody will care you, and it's very easy. So nothing to worry about that you are from non-tech background and you are having career gaps.
Mhm.
Like the live example is me, and
Right.
have a career gap. I'm from non-tech background, so it doesn't matter. If you have the right set of skills, you're
Mhm.
always good.
Yeah.
And I see the most of the companies are, as you said, the most of the MNCs, the people working are, there are most of the majority of people are from non-tech background compared
Background.
to tech background, so
Yeah.
nothing to
Right.
worry about it.
Mhm.
And yeah, coming to the clean code and this stuff, it's clean code is something like it's kind of writing a code is while when you're developing is something, making the application work is
Mhm.
one thing, and how we are doing it to maintain the code, it's just not like one
Mhm.
thing you have to do.
Mhm.
There are certain files or certain things keep on adding. You
Mhm.
cannot make it if you do it in a one way. Today you might be understanding it, the next day
Yeah.
you might don't know why you have done that or what you
Yeah.
have done
Right.
it.
Right.
So this is where comes in clean code. Clean code is
Mhm.
something, there are certain standards to write a code
Mhm.
uh, as per industry.
Mhm.
So for like to keep it in simpler terms, adding the comments at the thing, or indentations, how many types of how much space you have to give at the
Mhm.
indentations,
Mhm.
and what are the imports and the exports of the functions you do.
Yeah.
I'm explaining it in a simpler way to
Mhm.
understand to all
Mhm.
of them. this is what we call as clean code,
Clean code.
and this is followed across all the industry and across all the, compared to from MNCs to startups, they follow everything, because today you might be doing it, some days other people has to pick up it. So you have to write in a code such a way that it should be understandable by everyone and to the certain standard. So this is what meant by clean code, and this is where I got maximum advantage in 1 to 2 personalized boot camp, since my mentors were industry experts and there was a code review happening every day. They helped me understand. I used to write the code, but writing they used to tell me that writing code is not sufficient. You have to
Yeah.
make it understand, giving the variable names. I used to, we all make this rookie
Yeah.
mistakes, right? We give variable names, some suddenly if you come to next day, we don't know what's that variable, or
Exactly. Yeah.
we kind of, whenever we are debugging or something, it happens every day.
Yeah.
So this is when they say like these are the standards, you have to
Mhm.
mention it in this thing, camel case or these things. This is the stuff they
Yeah.
taught me.
Yeah. Right.
That,
And
that helped me a lot.
yeah, and I agree completely, because quality of the code that you're writing is very important, right? Because if you want to build a scalable application, you should be creating services or something like that in a scalable manner, right? You cannot simply hard code everything and do it in this particular way or that particular way. If the code works, that's one different thing, right? But it should be according to the standards, right? So that is very important when you're
Yes.
writing a code. Yeah, because
And
the mentors help you in that, right? Yeah.
yes, and when you are going through bootcamp or certain things, it
Mhm.
might be a one application, but when you come to the real projects or real time MNC
Mhm.
thing, there are a lot of microservices. You
Yes,
cannot
right.
expect something. So this helps a very lot. Like as you mentioned rightly, the
Mhm.
scalability and increasing the microservices. This is where it helps a very very lot.
Yeah, because I remember a friend of mine, like I'm sharing this, I remember this very evidently that he was writing a piece of code. He learned from YouTube, he was learning from YouTube, and he wrote a piece of code and then he showed it to a friend of his, and like who was working at a big company, okay, product based company. And he said that this is not at all good, because this is, you are only creating it for one particular service, but this can be used like for different services as well. Like this different methods can also call this method, right? So different class,
Yes.
yeah. So that is the point where an expert and someone who is already working in that field helps a lot, right? They help us to understand the active or live things that are happening in the industry, and which is really great to crack interviews, right?
Yeah, I think you put my words in like very good fashion way.
Mhm.
Yeah, yes, as you mentioned, yes, that is what happens exactly. You cannot, writing the code is one thing, and yeah,
Mhm.
making it scalable and this thing is one thing. So this is where I get most
Mhm.
advantage from this 1 to 2 personalized bootcamp, since this was happening. Like, since they know what my thinking would be, they used to suggest me, this is the things you have to follow, these are the standards you have to follow. That helped me a lot.
Yeah, right, right. And last but not the least, I have one last question for you. So, like, can you tell us about like how was your journey? Like, we would really love to know about your journey, like how you started off, started preparing, and then you went on to a very big company, a product-based company, McAfee. So, can you tell us about your journey a little bit more?
Yeah, sure, sure. So I was graduated from my
Mhm.
background in
Mhm.
2019.
Mhm.
As I mentioned, I took a break. I thought I might be taking gate prep and
Mhm.
just the conventional way.
Mhm.
That's when I took a break, and suddenly COVID happened.
Mhm.
Uh, my I had different plans, but
Mhm.
due to COVID, I have to change my plans,
Yeah.
and I was really really in
Mhm.
dilemma to what to do next, because whole world was shut and
Yeah.
we don't know. I think you might be understanding like what I might be going,
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
because then suddenly, like, since it was locked in, one of my friends suggested, hey, why don't you try out this boot camp?
Mhm.
Why don't you go through that? So there were, in market there are many available
Mhm.
boot camps, as you know. But first, my major concern was, as you mentioned, uh,
Mhm.
li- uh, my I'm not from tech background and I
Mhm.
have a career gap. This was
Yeah. Right.
my major fears when I went to it. So
Right.
that's when I kind of looking for different options. I
Mhm.
see many boot camps offering that, and uh, doing it in way. But I want to choose the right thing. That's
Mhm.
when I found out 10x Academy.
Mhm.
So that's when I enrolled into their program,
Mhm.
and it was a 6 months rigorous boot camping.
Mhm.
So initially they taught me. They started with data structures and algorithms to get
Mhm.
familiar with the programming language, and
Yes.
these are the basic stuff, right?
Yeah.
So it happened with basic thing, and since I am from non-tech background, it's a difficult challenge for me.
Yeah,
And
right.
that is where I took this personalized
Mhm.
mentorship.
Mhm.
So that's when I had I made very very rookie mistakes. You can't believe. That's when
Everyone does. Yeah.
yeah, that's when my mentors helped, coming from syntax to, as I say, it's been a very very long journey. They
Mhm.
used to happen code reviews and how to think in the logical way
Mhm.
when a question is given,
Right.
uh, and how to use the right kind of data structures. You can solve problem in any number of ways,
Ways. Right.
but
Right.
uh, I know you might be aware of time complexities,
Yeah.
memory
Those
things.
things.
We have to take care of all of
That.
these things.
That's
That's when writing code is different, and this is one thing. So
right.
this mentorship helped me over there.
Mhm.
And I used, now I understand like a lot of the tech terms. Before
Mhm.
then I used to scare. I was scared, damn hell. So
Right.
that's when this helped me.
Mhm.
And uh, once these things happened, and we that bootcamp also offered the real time project,
Projects.
uh,
Yeah.
to make, as you said, we
Mhm.
quoted a learn by doing.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
when we had a project.
Mhm.
And it's kind of a photo sharing application.
Application. Yeah.
uh, and it was a kind of teamwork. And
Mhm.
that's when I
Oh.
used to learn, you go into a company, you have
Yeah.
to you
You
have
have
to
to work with them.
collaborate with many people.
Yeah. Right.
And a lot of code reviews used to happen. I used to feel uh, very bad. Why, like, my code is working? Why again they are saying, giving so many comments?
Yeah. Right.
Then now, but now when I'm in the company, right,
Mhm.
these procedures help me a
Right.
lot
Mhm.
compared to my fresher colleagues. I know what they are talking, and what the thing is, what the clean code meant, what the things meant, because of this mentorship program. And since they were, as I already said, they were experts in that, and I have the much more knowledge without working in a company. This is the
Yeah. Right.
most biggest advantage you will get.
Yeah. Right.
And that's when happened, and we built a project. And as I said, my mentors referred to me different companies,
Mhm.
and I used to give the interviews. And that's
Mhm.
when I
Got
landed
selected.
in, yeah, I
McAfee.
got placed in McAfee. It was like, and one more thing is, I used to have this fear of facing interviews,
Oh.
because you always know, right?
Yeah.
I know I might be confident, but I don't know how to face the interview,
Right.
what questions. So this is where again these people help me in the
Mhm.
personalized mentorship, where they used to take the mock interviews every
Right.
day, so that
Mhm.
I can, it has boosted my confidence.
Mhm.
And
Obviously.
in every MNC, it's not just one round. It's like kind of
Multiple
four to
rounds.
five rounds.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's
That's great.
when these things help me.
Mhm.
and and I got placed in
Placed in
McAfee
McAfee.
as a software developer. And it's been like 1.5 year in McAfee.
Oh, that's really
and
great.
i'm I'm placed with good package too,
Yeah.
around,
Obviously, it's a product-based company. That is a really good thing, actually.
from
Yeah.
a person to zero back coding knowledge to getting placed in a
McAfee,
product based
product-based
company
company.
with MNC is
MNC. A
really
very good
really
package.
big achievement.
Yeah, that's a really great thing that you've done. And yeah, I mean, like at last, I have one question actually. Like, what would you tell our audience, like, if they are from a non-IT background and they want to do something like that, like something what you did, getting from a non-IT background to a product-based company with a good package as a software developer? So, what would be your stake, and what you would you like to tell the audience to motivate them?
First thing is, if you have the right set of skills, your
Mhm.
degree doesn't matter. If you are from non-tech background or
Mhm.
anything, it doesn't matter.
Matter.
All you need is a right set of people to
Mhm.
guide you.
Yeah.
And if you have the enough dedication,
Mhm.
you can always crack anything.
Mhm.
So just like my journey,
Mhm.
I'm from non-tech background with a career gap. So
Yeah.
it doesn't do nothing with your past or past degrees. If you have
Mhm.
the right set of skills, you
Yes.
can always aim for MNC and product thing. And as I say, like, in my case, my personalized mentorship helped me a lot, uh, in this journey to get
Mhm.
from zero coding knowledge to a good,
Product-based
getting placed in one of the big
this company.
product MNC
Right. Right.
companies. This is
We
what I can suggest. Yeah, uh, do you hard work and get the right set of people and right set of skills, you can always get into a you can achieve your dream.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So yeah, it was really great having you on a channel and asking questions and getting the answers. Like it is always good to interact with someone who has been through a lot of things, and getting success is not like one day's work, right? You have to work every day. You have to learn a lot. You have to fail also, and then at some after a lot of struggles, you get where you want, right?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yes. Don't feel demotivated when you are failing. That's when, yeah.
you start learning. Yeah.
My mentors help me. I can share a small story.
Yeah, sure, sure.
Uh, uh, when I was in the boot camp, as I said, I was building one for sharing application.
Mhm.
Something called, I think you might be aware of course error. That
Mhm.
point of time, I never knew what it was, and I was working for like I don't know what it is, and I was debugging it, and I
Mhm.
know my my code is doing stuff and all like that.
Mhm.
That's when like the people help me, and this kind of errors it would
Mhm.
happen. This you have to do the right way of choosing the modules or packages.
Right, right.
And yeah, you have to be consistent. You have to be consistent in your hard work, then absolutely you will achieve anything.
Great, great, great. So saying this, I would like to thank you so much for accepting our invite and giving your prestigious time to EdTech YouTube channel. Thank you so much again. Have a really great year.